Hi, we're going to be going through the Grand Canyon today, non-abseil version, but it should be fun. Nice leisurely stroll, and we're at Evans, starting from Evans Lookout. There is the Blue Gum Forest down there, and Fortress Ridge right along there, and it's quite nice. You can walk down the bottom there, it's beautiful. And today we have Mrs. EEVblog and Sagan. Usually we'd start from the Neats Glen car park there, but no, we're starting from Evans Lookout because we're doing the non-abseil version. So let's walk in, and it's just shorter this way, but it's not as nice. Pro tip, if you do come to the Grand Canyon here at Blackheath up in the Blue Mountains west of Sydney, then I highly recommend you start from the Neats Glen, the smaller Neats Glen car park, because get some nice rainforesty down there immediately when you walk in. Sagan actually has my very first canyoning pack. See, it still survives the Great Outdoors Ski-Daddle 45 litre jobby, and yep, it's still going strong, still works. It's done many, probably done, I don't know, 50 canyons at least before I got another one. Still going strong, and it's getting more canyoniferous now. Look at this. So it's starting to form either side, and we're descending down. You can feel the temperature change as we descend down. By the way, I invented the word canyoniferous. It's now used in the canyoning community quite a lot. Yeah, it's a lovely little section down here. And by the way, another tip, if you want to come here at night, and you go into, you can even get glowworms on the walls here. There are thousands more if you go into the canyon itself. And check out these trees which just grow on the edge of the cliff there, and then they just extend up and up and up, and they try to get out of the canyon to get the light. There's a tiny little yubby down here. Here we go, I'll dunk him. See him? Nice little waterfall sections like this along the way. Lovely. If we had our wetsuits on, we'd go straight in. Another very nice little section in there, which, once again, if we had our wetsuits on, we'd be straight in there. But that is very typical canyon. Like you would do a little small hand over hand down that waterfall there and emerge out of the cave. And there's nice overhang sections like this. Check it out. Fantastic. And we're not too far off the start of the canyon. Here's a nice little overhang. Check that out. Look at that. Beautiful. Typical canyon overhang. Once again, if the tourist track wasn't in here, we'd be in the wetsuits and going through that. So we're at the junction here, which is the bottom of the canyon, and we're about to head in to the canyon here. Oh, Mrs. EEVblog's getting suited up. Sagan's about to get suited up, and then we're straight in, and the tourists are headed off that way. And just over here, there's a track going up there. I'm not so sure if you can see the yellow sign up there. There's a warning sign, but this is the track that heads off to Jugular Canyon. Well, it's the exit from Jugular Canyon. You don't go back in, but you can do Jugular Canyon starting from the old airport up there, and you can come down Jugular. It's not a bad little canyon, but not something you do more than once, really. And there we go, Sagan's suited up. He's ready to go. Oh, the knee pads are a bit worn. Yeah. Oh, knee pads are almost gone. I think we rip them off now. What do you reckon?
I think so.
Yeah, and no one is more stylish in a wetsuit than Mrs. EEVblog. Look at that. Ready to head in? Let's go. A few little obstacles before we get in. We'll find a way up here. And we're at the start of the canyon section. Look at this. It's beautiful. Head on in. Yes, trees do fall into the canyon. I've actually been there, it was about 25 years ago now, when the abseil tree fell into the Grand Canyon. And it still had the slings around the base of it. It just snapped off and fell in. Yeah, after that, I bought myself a helmet. But I don't think it's going to help. We're about 100 meters into the canyon, and here is the swim. It's the only compulsory yabby. Where's the yabby?
2 yabbies.
2 yabbies. 2 yabbies, there they are.
Yabbies.
Yep, very cute. One's got a blue tinge. Oh, they've got a blue tinge on them. The yabbies, which are freshwater crayfish, they do actually change colour based on the temperature of the creek that they're in. And here it is. This is the compulsory swim. It's the only compulsory one where you're going to get, like some people have tried to avoid it by traversing. Oh, more yabbies. Yabbies galore, look at them. There you go. Oh, and a tiny snake. There you go, look. There he is. Little tiny snake. Mrs. EEVblog is still touching the bottom. All 5'1" of her. Although I don't think I've ever done this where it's not a swim. The 40 millimeters of rain yesterday haven't filled this up much. Is it a swim now? Yeah, it's a swim. Beautiful. Wow, great day for it. And yeah, the water's probably 12, 13 degrees, 12 degrees, maybe, something like that. Sorry, don't have my thermometer with me. There's a little tributary up there with a waterfall.
Hey, the sun's looking all right.
Neat.
Sagan?
There you go. That's the Grand Canyon swim. Got a beautiful patch of light. Look at that. No sunbeams yet, but fantastic. And that is one big ass log. Look at that. It's fallen in. Unbelievable. It's been here a long time though. It's just a narrow section of sunlight coming in, and I love how the light just glimmers off the rocks there from the water. Beautiful. And we've reached this little tributary waterfall here, and maybe you can see just at the top there's a handrail and a little bridge. That's the tourist. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the tourist section. They're waving to us. There you go. I've always wanted to sort of like abseil off there and come down that little tributary, but not as fun as the main canyon.
That's where I could have used a knee pad.
Nice big boulder section here. Really enjoying it. Another log that's fallen in. There's always plenty of logs in canyons. Logs are your friend unless they rot on you and they collapse under you. That's no fun. But these ones have been here for a long time, so no wuckers. And you can often get foam like this in the canyon. This is from tannin in the leaves and the vegetation in here. And yeah, that can just form nice little swirling patterns like that.
No water can stop me. We have reached Canyon Everest.
Let's go.
Peak thing. We reached peak Canyon Everest.
We're really getting into the narrow section now. You can actually swim in here if you want. This is EEVblog has decided to swim.
Can I go out there? Oh, yeah.
I am actually walking on a submerged log here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's there. And there's another one. Whew. Fantastic. I hope you're enjoying this. I am. And these logs that have fallen in, these trees, they really do make a lot of the canyon experience. Because if it was just sandstone and rock, it'd be like one of those boring Yankee canyons. Got a nice waterfall overhang here. Oh, he's excited.
Hello. This is very canyoniferous.
Gorgeous, isn't it? Almost as gorgeous as Mrs. EEVblog.
Can I jump from here today?
I wouldn't jump because it's slippery landing. Another little swim. You can actually avoid this little swim by going up on the rocks there, but they're very slippery. It's easier just to swim it. It's almost closing in on the top up there with some overhangs. Sagan's doing the climbing option. Wow, and check out this pool that is completely still, and the foam has really built up on the pool. So there must be another exit for the water. Must be going, yeah, it's coming out here. You can see it's coming out under. So
Sam has developed on that.
yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, the water's actually traveling under here. So on the top surface, it's all beautifully flat. So we'll try not to disturb it. And we've got a series of falls here, which is really nice. And Sagan's walking the log.
I stuck myself.
And there's a really big waterfall that we have to get up. I don't remember that actually. It's been so long since I've done it. You okay? You want a hand? And we've made it to the end of the canyon. Mrs. EEVblog is hungry. She's going for the food. There's Sagan. And this is where we normally abseil in. Around about here. So we abseil in down to this point. It's about a 15-metre abseil. It's really nice. And there is the end of the canyon. There's a waterfall down there. We'll go down and check it out, but Mrs. EEVblog's hungry, so food it is. And there's the end of the Grand Canyon slot. And you just swim to go under the waterfall. It looks like it's a swim to get to that. That'll be fun. Otherwise, we're going to head back out. So I think that took us about an hour and a half to get to the waterfall, but we're going to head back out now. do get twice the fun going out rather than just abseiling in and go in the one direction. We get to do it both directions. Great. And this is probably the nicest section of the canyon where the water drips in, and well, the sun not quite at the right angle yet, but pretty beautiful. And yeah, I've spent many hours down here with a tripod and a camera getting beautiful long exposure shots, and it's well worth it. Pretty cold though.
My hands are gonna fall off. Unfiltered sunlight, come on Kenny, I dare you to drop me now.
It's a nice pretty open section now, and the sun is really coming out. Fantastic. Ooh, back in sunlight, awesome. I know my helmet's crooked, don't comment, it's a thing. Should have had lunch here.
On the goodness scale, 9.5 out of 10, no llamas.
No llamas.
On the canyoniferous scale, 10 out of 10, very canyoniferous.
It is very canyoniferous, I agree. It's one of the best canyons. Yeah. Wow, so green in here. Beautiful. And we're back at the swim already. It's way faster coming back, you agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a yabby. I'm cleaning on the side of the rock down there.
Yeah, well, now I've got something to look at. Oh, I see.
There you go. That's the end of the Grand Canyon reversed. Usually, as I said, we would abseil in. We decided not to today. We decided to enjoy it in both directions. So that's probably, what, 2 hours through? A bit over 2 hours?
I meet the canyon.
Hey. And how do you rate the Grand Canyon, Mrs. EEVblog?
It's a lovely, short, pretty canyon.
I asked for a rating.
I'm not big on ratings.
Ah, she's not into ratings. All right, fair enough. The Grand Canyon's a 9 for me. It is a 9 because it's a very nice slot, and it is always good fun. Always beautiful and green. And we're back out. Done.
Yay.
Complete.
That's right.
Took a slightly different path coming out, and I went over the top here, and somebody has set up a hand line. Look at that. Anyway, you don't have to take this path, you can go around. That's where we went last time, but yeah, we came from up there. Hello, friend. Hello.
There it is.
And we're back at Evans Lookout. Hope you enjoyed that tour through Grand Canyon reversed. And yeah, if you're ever in Blackheath, check it out. Up here in the Blue Mountains, you can actually get adventure companies to take you through to do the abseil version if you want. And I think I've done an abseil version of this canyon video somewhere. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Catch you next time.